Ladies and grockles, how are we on this lovely damp summer Saturday? So old, neglected, unloved, starting to smell. Well, enough about me. On to this fine piece of British manufacturing. This is absolutely... Oh, look at that. Do you know what? I just realised that's got open book headstock. Okie dokie. Let's have a listen to this thing and then we'll look around it and I shall tell you what I can. Let's go. So, pick up time, and we will have you down here so that you can see what I'm mucking about with. And, oh dear, what's that gone? Right. So, we have happily, or, well, you know, probably for me it wouldn't make that much difference, but we do have coil taps on this. So, we'll have a listen to all of the selections, coil tapped and untapped. Yeah, do down here. So, we're starting on the bridge Seymour designed, or Duncan designed, that's it. This is pumping out something like 13.5, which is just lovely. Okay, into the centre. Absolutely beautiful. Best of British to you. And on the neck. Okay, let's split them both and we'll start again. That sounds, that honestly, for all the world, that sounds like a telly. okay, into the centre. And there we go, a little bit stratty, and over here onto the neck position, both coil split. Let me push that one back in. So, there you have it. Righty, let's have a jolly good look round it. Let's go. Well, Gordon Smith, somebody Gordon and John Smith. Gordon Smith, what a classic name. And this is absolutely stuffed full of goodies. Let's have a look at the back of the headstock. This, as you can see, now those tuners are stamped, as you can see, GG, and they are Van Gents, and their serial numbers, the serial number for the tuner specifications usually begins with a GG prefix, which is why I assume we have that GG on there. So Van Gent tuners. Normally, I believe, aimed at the classical guitar market. So on all Gordon Smiths, as you will know, we do have a brass nut, and that, what looks to be like a truss rod cover that says Gypsy, is not in fact a truss rod cover, because the truss rod access is here. Neck straightness and relief, absolutely perfect. We've got two Duncan designed, which basically means not Duncan, and could be made absolutely anywhere, but blinking heck, aren't they good? They're especially my favourite, without doubt, is the bridge pickup. It's an absolute star. And we have more goodies here, the Schaller 455 wraparound bridge, which of course will do your intonation actually in two ways. With the screws here, you can adjust the general pitch of it, and then of course you can fine-tune the intonation with your individually adjustable bridge saddles here. You've got I think that is in fact a switchcraft, and you've got two tones, two volumes, and the volumes do the split on them. So that's all well and good. Now I want you to have a really good look at the body, because I think that is one solid lump of mahogany. Maybe it's joined, which would be an absolute tribute to their workmanship. If that's joined, clever stuff. And the output jack socket is usefully located at the side and not on the front, as many of them are. I also rather think that the neck is just one piece mahogany. Not sure about the headstock. I don't know, it could be one lump going all the way through. But this guitar, I emailed Gordon Smith, and they did get back to me very swiftly. They got back to me and said, I'm sorry, we're on holiday for a bit, we'll have a look at the record books when we can. I'll let you have a look at that serial number, if you like. You can try and find it. I could not find it. But usefully, I took the pickups out, as I always do, just to have a look, and inside the body cavity it tells me it was born in August 1991. 1991, come on. So this is 30 years old, and my word, it plays absolutely as well as anything that I've seen. The action is between 1.25 and 1.5, so probably about 1.35 I would guess, which, whilst that is not, you know, absolutely sneezingly low, that is jolly low. And this guitar, I've got to say, this is it's a breeze to play. It's a joy to play. I'm quite surprised, you know, with Gordon Smith being all British. So this was one that was made in Partington in Manchester in the original factory, and it's one of the few of the older single cuts, it's the original Gypsy, or one of the original Gypsies, certainly. And do you know, I thought that they might have at some point done, actually, because now they do all sorts of different fancy colours. Now they've moved to Northampton, and they've been bought out by oh, I did know it about 10 minutes ago, but it's left my head now. Anyway, you'll know. So I'm surprised that they never did one of these with them being built in Britain, as it tells you on their back, that they didn't do the Union flag or the George's flag. I thought that would have been, you know, probably quite a nice thing to do. So yes, an all mahogany construction. The pickguard is mounted absolutely flat to the body, and it's, you know, and it's like a Melody Maker or a Junior, isn't it, or something like that. But it's just got a little bit of something special about it. Maybe that's me being biased, I'm not really sure. So we've obviously restrung it and given it a fresh set of nines and given it a tune-up and a setup. But I've got to tell you, fretwork, non-required. Neck relief, non-required. And this thing, as I know the guy has had it for the last 20 years, and I also know that it's not had strings on in 20 years. And so for a guitar to be, you know, well, not abused, but neglected, certainly, for that amount of time, and it's still brilliant, I think that tells us something about Gordon Smith guitars. So well done, Gordon Smith. Top marks to you. Thank you all ever so much for tuning in and having a look at me and Gordon. Oh, I will mention one more thing. I have to tell you, when I saw the Duncan designed pickups, I was slightly disappointed, because in those days, Mrs. Smith, this is absolutely factually bob on, used to do all of the, they used to make their own in-house pickups, and they were all hand wound by Mrs. Smith on their winding machine. And it's come with Duncan designed. That said, I can't knock these at all. They're brilliant. You've got the warmth and richness at the neck, and you've got the brutality at the bridge. So pickup wise, when I first picked it up, I did think about changing them, but now I've played it and heard it, there's no point, because they are excellent, even though they're Duncan knockoffs. You know, they're not proper USA ones. They're excellent, and I just like the way it is as it is. All right, so that's it. Thanks ever so much for tuning in, and I'll see you for the cheeky midweeker. I did promise a restring, so I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a lovely rest of the weekend, and take care, my friends. Adios amigos, and ta-ra.